So that's quite simple. Go read those tombs, whatever they are, or whoever they were, and kill all the zombies I can see. They're mindless, so I can kill them as much as I please. But, although I do have to worry about the smell and diseases. All kind of grave rot and those kind of diseases are not fun. Besides that one crazy broad I knew, well, I don't know how we would call it, but I know some people love the dead, literally. But she loved dead while they were still moving, which was twice as disgusting. Oh, let's see, who's the prophet may be slain? Oh yeah, some dude around here. And let's just go inside and kick the door open. Because I'm very certain that this guy is one of those dudes guarding that is dude or lady or whatever evil necromancer, and there's only one space for only one evil necromancer in this ruined city, and that's me. So I'm removing the competition, and I remove it fast. And I'm removing it without any mercy. And I don't like undead. Except Elmo. And there you are. So you're gonna take me to the realm of dead. I'm gonna take you. Well, I may follow you someday. But you're dead. And that was the magic shard. Well, luckily this wasn't anything maze-like, so it was quite easy to find this place. That was easy. Bit of a chore. Well-practiced hands actually do make this killing nothing but a chore, and well-practiced hands make the... Oh, actually some wise man once said that if done righteously, killing is nothing but a chore. And practiced hands make job swift. It was actually quite bleak idea what he said. But yeah, practice makes perfect. In every way, practice does make you very good. And even if that one thing you're doing is killing, practice makes you better at it. More efficient. Faster. Less wasted energy on task at hand. And I was careless. I had to be more careful around this place. There are those traps. They promised us eternity. Well, I think you just found it. Elmo is way too strong, and my ghost is way too vicious to be so easily swayed by your empty threats and boasts. But still, I have to watch over that. And this place is quite bad shape. Very bad shape, and my clothes is getting just so damn dirty. Luckily I found this hood to protect me from the unpleasant bugs and that kind of stuff, but that shirt over there, whatever shawl I had to steal and put on, has started to get itchy. Maybe I invest my money to some new threads. Dude, that might be actually a very good idea. Invest some money to some new clothing. I also find it very strange that I have studied lots of magic, but still even though my basic magic is the one which does the work best. I have not so much need to learn better and stronger magic spells, as they just well, I guess that's true. Practice does make work easy. And I have a distinct feeling I'm not wanted here. That was an ambush. I don't know. But if that was an ambush, you had to do some extra study. Like, you're not supposed to ambush standing right in the middle of a corridor. But there's your shot and take some magic. Well, that was easy. Let's just get going. I wonder, did I forget something important task from there? Probably not. I went inside, I killed the unpleasant occupant, and I just walked away. And there's the one more grave to Courier is often born of good intentions. Well, if I would be tyrant around this place, I would not try to claim having good intentions. No, I would just say that I came here, I took the power, I have power, I'm using it, whatever bloody whim I feel like using it. And still we do have undead watching over this place. Well, I do understand the guards of grave are good, but if the guards are actually corrupted by someone unpleasant, it is quite and that too short is history, and just so much undead, way too much undead for me to like. I guess they somehow made it so that if magic of that guy is wrecked, they become more unpleasant. Or did I say or everybody wakes up when in addition to all those guardians, which is actually pretty smart. Someone can get inside, but they don't get out, which is actually a very good idea. It's usually much easier to make sure that somebody doesn't get somewhere than manage to leave instead of just manage to get in. What am I saying? I'm rambling. It's easier to lock somebody in than lock somebody out. That's the Bane of Heroes. Well, that's a nice name. But then again, I've heard less scary names and less frightening names on the much more intimidating personalities. And this place feels like falling apart. Either the building work was shoddy as hell, or they have done some kind of damn it. This place is bad. Oh damn. Well, let's try this way. Spider! I hate them! They were worse than undead. Oh. Well, lucky for you, you had two ways to your lair, Death Serpent. So we made it last. And we... Alright, we already had our encounter. It was actually quite unpleasant, as in sense that there was no point. Give me that book. Grimoire of Bitterness. Probably some unpleasant dude's ramblings about how some pretty girl didn't like him. Well, that might explain the name, or maybe it's some sort of beer maker's recipe book about how he makes very strong and potent bitter. Oh yeah. That's also quite plausible explanation. But oh my god, how much ghosts this place has. There's more undead here moving around than living things moving around. And I'm counting all the frogs and mosquitoes and all that kind of critters in to that group. It's real bad. They're bloody huge hordes. Completely huge. I guess that this would be something that if they would pay money for killing every one of those, you could have a lifetime of work in here and it would never get, and for you and your friends, and it would still never be enough work. Oh yeah, well, yeah, of course if the problem would be contained it would be a great thing. Hey, you wanna earn something, just go kill some undead. Oh, yeah.
There is much to be done.
Indeed, and I've already done.
Well done. This will weaken Idris's armies considerably. Now, with Kelemvor's aid, we just may survive the next assault.
Well, don't trust gods. Trust swords and magic.
Though Idris's evil has twisted their remains, all the Barrow Lords were heroes once. Thank you for recovering some knowledge of their legends.
Well, that was easy because I just went and asked them.
Excellent. With each shard destroyed, the fortress grows more vulnerable. However, the path to Idris is still far from clear.
Well, that might be true.
Idris is attempting to use something called the Direhelm Forge to create an army of undead spirits under her control. This forge seems to be fueled by the souls of the departed. Idris has sent Shadar Kai soul slavers to capture the ghosts of innocents buried in the Downs. We must stop this evil, for the sake of those poor departed souls, and to disrupt the creation of more Direhelm soldiers.
So alright, so I have to go and now rescue some ghosts.
Idris is almost vulnerable, but there are 3 final shards still sealing the way. They are protected by the Drowned King, the most powerful of all the Barrow Lords. Defeating him and destroying the shards won't be easy, but it is the only way to reach Idris's fortress.
Well, I think if he was king and he was drowned, he wasn't so powerful. But then again, I've heard also many other things or names which are attacked, but it still is quite intimidating name, especially if he's still walking around. So let's just start breaking and killing and rescuing ghosts again.